Hey guys, welcome back to episode 7 of Shop Talk. Okay, this episode is going to be kind of crazy. We have a lot to go over, so I'm just going to get into it. On April 16th, we're having an open house here at Fender Garage. It's our first one. We kind of came up with this idea, and it's since then taken off. There's a lot of people that are coming, so we're really excited for it. Body Drop is going to be here doing live music. We're going to have some food trucks. We've got Chubasco's taco truck. We've got the Arizona food truck coming, so we're going to have lots going on. It's going to be super fun. Bring your trucks, bring your families, bring your kids, like just come meet the team. We're going to have merch that you can buy and it'll be fun. So come on by, check out our Instagram for more information about that. Next thing is that we are really excited to announce that we were awarded actually from Street Trucks Builder of the Year and C10 of the Year. So huge honor to be a part of that. Anyway, we're super excited to be part of the truck community as a whole, and yeah, if you meet one of us in our upcoming events, make sure you give some of these guys a little bit of credit because they deserve it. So last week we said that we were going to ask some questions, so we've got some questions lined up. I'm going to go in and do our Q&A thing, but yeah, sorry, I know that was a lot to go over, but yeah, let's get into it. So the bed is now on there, now you can see.
Woo. We got the laser level out.
Just starting bodywork on this hood. Had to do a little bit of shrinking.
Okay.
I'm pulling on some dents. But yeah, just ready for some mud.
Nice.
You guys check it out at the open house, April 16th.
Yep.
5 to 9. Hey. Food truck, music.
All right.
We have to interview you. You're famous.
What?
Oh, installing a radiator, huh?
That's you
Fancy.
in our spread.
I haven't even seen this yet. Really?
Yeah, well, you're in it. You're exclusive.
Is that why it has a red square? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm with somebody.
It's like important.
You're the builder of the year.
It's you.
I doubt that. Thank you, Street Trucks. Look at that, guys. Oh, it's almost a centerfold.
I know. my wife has that picture of you next to the bed.
Is she still?
Yeah. Wait, I thought you said your wife had that one next to your bed right there. No, my dad does. Pretty cool, right? Like this was unexpected, and obviously it's nice to be, recognized. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to do a good job, and I think this shows that we do work really hard at everything we do here. And so, and when I say we, I mean everyone here. There's a reason why it's not called Jason Knoll Garage or I got my name on it or something like that. It's really a collected effort by everyone here. Do we make mistakes here? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just part of the learning process is just trying to figure out, what works and what doesn't work and what works better the next time. And so we're always learning. The way I look at it is the last truck I built, the next one will be better. I feel like we're better builders today than we were even 6 months ago. Thanks, Street Trucks.
Go out to your magazine shop, wherever that is, Barnes & Noble, wherever, and buy these support magazines. Like, people don't buy this anymore, and this is fun. So support Street Trucks, and yeah, thanks. This will be at the Pro Touring Shootout and the open house.
You want to see this thing come down?
Or any of these. These will pretty much all be there.
Yeah.
So this is your chance. Everybody always DMs us and says crazy stuff like, oh, I want to come by, I want to come by. Do it. You were invited.
Come by.
This is your opportunity.
Did you guys meet the new guys this week?
No.
Which ones?
Daniel's new. Yeah, Daniel's a new fab guy. He actually worked for GM as a designer for 21 years.
He's doing fab?
Yeah.
GM,
Yeah.
we're coming for you.
Yeah, I think he's tired of living in California, like everybody else. So.
Cool.
Well, so everybody's coming out of California and coming here. So
Come to
if you're wanting to
Arizona.
leave, hit us up. Okay, this dude does not want us to pull up. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Hey! He's hiding! He's hiding! Meet our subscribers. This is the one that Jason was just talking about.
Hey.
Tell us your name.
Daniel?
Hey, Daniel.
How you
We
doing?
won't put you on the spot too much right now, but they're gonna notice that we have a new person. They're gonna ask about you.
Okay.
What are you doing? What are you up to right now?
Fixing rust repair on this beat up old Ford.
Charlie Brown 2.0.
Yeah.
We're just getting started on this one. It's the beginning of our build. But yeah, we'll come back and bother you later.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up,
What are you
guys?
up to?
For the brake line, fuel lines, measure out the holes before I drill, and then before it goes to powder coat. So once it gets for powder coat, we don't have to do any drilling or anything. It gets tricky trying to run brake lines in this spot, this channel right here, and trying to pick out here where to drill. So you gotta like measure from the inside to the outside. But I got my marks already, so we are ready to drill that. tranny cooler, fuel line, rear brakes, and front brakes. So we put 5 bulkheads right there.
Hi, James.
Hello, how's it going?
Say hi to our subscribers.
Hello, everybody.
What are you doing today? You're over here now.
Yeah, at the moment I'm on, what is this? F67, so it's a
67?
this isn't that.
64?
This is a Chevy,
Is this a 65?
64.
65 Chevy, yeah.
Wait, which one?
This is a 65 Chevy.
For this?
Yes.
Okay.
65.
Okay.
65.
I was working on a...
I was like, 67?
I was working on a 67 Ford all morning, and so now I'm like, wait, I'm not working on that anymore. I got an interesting headlight kit. It uses an LED strip right across the front of the light itself.
Oh.
And since this is a 65 Chevy, all of the parking lights, turn signals, that kind of thing are in the hood. We're wiring this so that those clear LEDs are going to come on with the high beam and the low beam headlights. However, this is isolating high beams and low beams so they both still work independent of one another with that.
This thing is coming along fast.
Not bad, right?
So excited. How are you doing with the growing pains? Last episode, we were moving you out of there. How are you feeling? You're in a different area.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy here. I'm right under the air conditioner.
Hey, it is really cold over here.
Right? Come on, we're in the desert in Arizona.
You got your fridge.
Yeah.
Look at you. You got a whole
All set up, right?
I'm gonna move my desk out here.
Yeah, it's definitely not too bad.
Cool.
And you've got all your whiteboards all.
Yeah, everything can be organized and, clearly maintained.
Nice.
Because we got a lot of information that's just hard to keep organized.
Oh no.
And everything's constantly changing. If you get a new part that, like, you had on order, well, you gotta make sure everybody knows that that part did arrive.
Okay, well, we'll come back and check on you. Mike, you're famous. I think you already saw it, but we're showing our subscribers that look how famous.
That's cool. How many pages are in there? Like,
There's like 9.
oh, they're really?
I think there's like 3 about the shop, there's 3 about the C10. We also have an ad in here for our chassis.
That's awesome.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
So where you get the magazine at? Barnes and Noble?
We got these
Or
from
the
the
Barnes-
Barnes and Noble,
yeah.
yeah. We bought them out though, so if you guys
Oh,
find
no.
them, buy them.
All right. I need to get one. My mom wants one.
Oh, well, we need to find them. If we find them, we'll buy them. And if you guys find them, buy them. We'll even buy them off.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Hey guys,
What's going on?
what are you up to? I see we've got one of our chassis.
Yes, we're mocking it up. Pre-fitting everything, pre-drilling before we send it off to powder coat.
Which build is this for?
This is 75. Just getting started on it actually. Just
New
got the
build
crane back
alert.
a couple days ago, so now we'll do mock-up.
We need to get back on
Send it
calling
out.
it Charlie Brown 2.0.
Yep. Yeah.
We're doing a Q&A and we've got some questions. I have a question for you, Ben.
Okay.
Would you rather have a rewind or a pause button on your life?
Pause. Yeah, I would pause it. Rewinding and doing it over would have so many implications.
Sure.
But I'd love to pause it for a year or 2.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be awesome.
That was my exact same answer.
I'm a mind reader part-time.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good, good. How's the old Fat Fender fans out there?
They're pretty
Hopefully
good.
they're good. They have a question for you, though.
Okay, what is the question?
How long has Hugo been doing fab?
I started in 1999, so it's 22 years.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, that is.
I quit racing motorcycles because I sucked at it, so I started fabricating.
Well, you don't suck at this.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Well, can you show us what you're doing?
Yes, we're gonna go to the rear diffuser that I was telling you guys about last week. We finally got the rendering in. I try to build off my own ideas sometimes, but Jason had an idea, and then he works with a guy named Pinstripe Chris, and he came up with this rendering here. So I basically started with these 2 outside panels. I got the height and depth that we like for when it's gonna be at ride height. Give us enough ground clearance so if you back up, it's not gonna hit a curb. Working on the license plate now, there's gonna be a light here. This is gonna curve back, and then the license plate's gonna be straight up and down. There's gonna be a light that's gonna be a little bit Frenched in. And then right now I'm working on the design. These openings right here are actually gonna be exhaust tips.
Okay.
So now that we are able to do Cerakote, we can do a high temperature Cerakote. So instead of just making just a round tip or buying one from the store, we wanted to do our own design. So I'm now making a piece of bar stock or rod, and I'm gonna bend it into this profile all the way around.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take sheet metal and bring it to the inside. So that'll act like a radiused edge all the way around. It'll be right here. And then we'll build the sheet metal duct, I guess. And then it'll basically be a false tip. It'll stay, always have nice gaps to the diffuser, but the exhaust system will come in and dump inside of a little bit larger diameter tubing. Then the gases will come out and make lots of dust and hopefully blow the burnout smoke farther back. Trevor is working with an LED guy. These are actually going to be the brake lights. So they're going to have the little LED bars that are going to be put in there. We're going to have to make our own circuitry, and they're going to be sequential. So when you turn left, you know, and then this is going to make the whole back end look pretty sleek. No one's ever done it on a truck of this era. We went through a few designs, tried to hold true to the GT, but we couldn't copy the GT exactly because the car is immensely wide. We wanted to compress it down to this small pickup bed. I'm pretty excited about this. It's gonna look really cool.
We will definitely be checking back.
So excited for next week. Thank you.
Yeah.
Whoa, Sherman.
Hiya. Is this the 49?
65. From my understanding, it's going to be a nice, clean classic with a nice, modern frame. All the good bells and whistles, just nice and clean and old-fashioned looking, but with a nice little new twist.
Okay. Well, what are you doing? Just catching?
We deleted the vent here, so just to get nice and cleaner look.
Okay.
Since we're not using this setup anymore, it's more, you know, the under dash AC unit and everything like that. So we just delete this.
Okay.
Aren't you hot?
Hell yeah.
You welding? You got your welding jacket?
Yep. I got a new welding jacket and a new hood. Look at that.
Hey. Oh, you're fab now.
Hell yeah.
He said he's fab now. It's only April and it is already so hot, and we're like really nervous for the summer. It's already getting hot.
It's already like 100.
Don't even say that. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like before. This was all empty in the last episode. So we've moved Andy and Craft. We've got desks over here. These are all set up.
Looks like a Home Depot in here.
And then they're setting up like a little show area. Not show area, but where they get the parts from. But hey.
Hi.
So we're doing a Q&A video, and I had a couple questions for you. Do you find your customers the truck, or do they provide them?
Both, actually. Some cases, they've brought us a truck, and then after we blast it, we find that it's more cost effective to just get a whole nother truck. It's just riddled with rust or destroyed, bad fabrication. Matter of fact, the Black 56 that's here right now, it came, it was bodyworked, it was all ready to go. After the body shop started gapping everything, we found that it was a total disaster, and we had to completely start over. Put a whole new roof on it, redo the big window swap in the back. It just depends on the build.
Second question for you is, do you hire 17-year-olds?
Do I what?
Do you hire 17-year-olds? Somebody wants to know.
I think we have hired 17-year-olds to come in and clean the shop. Yeah.
I don't know who the youngest person here is.
We've had a couple of them, some of them that have worked out very well.
This one was specifically asked to you, what beard balms do you suggest?
It's all natural sweat and grease.
Okay.
And a lot of blow drying, actually.
Oh.
So if my beard's a mess, I woke up late.
Have you thought about selling and bottling your grease and sweat? People want the bombs. They've been
I'm
asking.
sure they would, but no, I've never thought about that.
Maybe
Don't tell Jason, he'll market that.
Side hustle. Oh, you need a side
Beard
hustle.
grease. Charlie, what are you doing today?
Trying to get a grill finished for this 65 truck and installed, all the lights on it, wiring done.
Nice.
Waiting on James. Trying to get all the window stuff done so we can get the windows in it.
Okay.
Working on the twin turbo truck so we can get it all together before it's done with paint.
You're busy today.
I'm very busy today.
All right.
And finishing the 57 truck too.
Okay.
That's all I can handle.
I'll leave you alone then.
Alrighty, we have one more new employee that has started. So subscribers meet
James.
Hey, James.
So we have two Jameses now, so don't get confused. But yeah, we're gonna come ask you questions and stuff. Welcome to the FFG family.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How's this thing doing?
Making improvements, just put a tune in it, took it for a test drive, and now we're just trying to work out a few bugs and do some fine tuning. It should be able to make for a good test drive tomorrow. Awesome.
So close? A week did you good?
Very close. Very close.
Okay.
Just a few tweaks and go from there.
Perfect.
This will be there too. We'll see you at the open house. So it looks like our little chassis idea is stuck. We've got another chassis in here. So it's probably we're gonna keep this area, or try to keep this area a little bit cleaner. Yeah, take a look at the chassis.
Fancy.
Okay, now let's go into the office and see what we've kind of done in there. And I have some questions for them too. Okay, so here is the office. We did a little bit of renovations. Now we've got some posters up so the walls aren't barren. That's pretty exciting. Dan and Gabe are salespeople, and we have some questions for you.
Sure, what's going on?
So, Gabe, do we do international orders?
Yes, we do. A lot of parts going to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, we have those door
guys
panels, right?
They like their trucks down there?
They love their trucks.
Okay.
Now we're just getting inquired on a motor to get shipped out there.
So if people want to make an international order, what's the easiest way for them to do that?
If they have a freight forwarder first and foremost, that'll help us speed everything a lot faster.
Okay.
If they have us ship everything and have us broker everything, it gets a big process.
Okay.
We can ship anywhere as long as we know what they're looking for. If it's something that's big, the only thing we will not ship internationally would be like a chassis, just because they're so expensive with fees.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions as far as what you need or shipping, call myself, Gabe, Dan, or Jen as well. And we can help you out with anything you guys need.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, Dan, I have a question for you. What classic trucks do you own?
I have a 57 F100, and I currently have an 87 F350 crew cab dually.
Nice.
It's a mouthful. Lowered and getting some semi wheels on that one.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
Most of these questions are obviously geared towards Jason, so we'll have to ask a few to Jason. First one is, how did you get your start?
How did I get my start? 1955 Chevy pickup truck. Kind of a purple blue, and it was really ugly.
Yeah,
So we
you never
took
see
it-
purple trucks.
So we took it to a guy for $5,000. He painted it black, single stage paint.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think we fixed any dents. I think it was sand it and shoot it. This was about 2012,
Okay.
right around there, 11 or 12.
Are we moving into a bigger place?
So not right now. No, we had hoped to. We wanted to. We couldn't exactly find something that made sense financially. The market, as everyone knows, whether it's a new home or just trying to buy a house, things have gotten out of control. And so we opted to stay put for another year and see what happens with the economy. The inventory is just down to nothing, and so rather than just make a bad decision, we decided to not make a decision and just kind of put that on hold for just a little bit. Between this and our upholstery shop, we got about 20,000 square feet, and we probably could use 30,000, but we're just going to kind of see what happens.
All right, some questions about cost. How much does an average build cost?
Super loaded question, considering a lot of builds aren't very average. On the low end would be like $100 grand, and that is maybe a patina truck, no rust, pretty straightforward. We're kind of moving away from that ourselves just because we're trying to promote our chassis, and we have a lot of work where people want a new chassis. So a lot of the builds we're doing are going to start with a new chassis, and when you start with a new chassis and you're painting it, and you want a nice paint job,
That is the next question, is how much is a paint job?
Yeah.
that's where it gets tough, because there's no such thing for us as a $10,000 paint job. We can get $8,000 materials just like that.
Right.
So a basic paint job here, which is still a really nice paint job, is going to start at about $30,000. And that's assuming we didn't have a lot of fabrication. If we got into a lot of fabrication, a lot of custom designs built into it, and then all that has to have bodywork to look good, it goes up from there, and it wouldn't be uncommon, to find a paint job get up to $100,000 either. It's just expensive.
People do not want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that, but they need to hear that if they're wanting to hire us to do anything.
Any more updates on the Godzilla kits?
We have all like the front runner system all done and figured out. It's just a matter of getting them fit, and right now we hope to have the Godzilla kits for fitting in a 6772. That's the very first one. And suspension for 6772, that will be kind of a front half suspension. You can put our 4-link, you can put this front half suspension. We decided to do something different. You just chop your frame rails off and then bolt our kit on it. That's going to be the easiest thing. It's going to be a little bit more money than some of the other ones, but it's going to be way easier. If you've ever tried to take out a cross member on a 67 to 79 or even 65, 66. I mean, it's like, well, getting the rivets out will take you 2 full days just to get your frame cleaned up. And so we've just decided that we can actually do that process in 30 minutes. And so all that time you're gonna save is just gonna be nicer just to chop your frame rails, slide ours on, bolt it on, weld it if you want, and you've got suspension and you're ready to go. That is coming. I hope in the next 30 days that we have Godzilla stuff starting to kind of go out the door. Yep.
Nice.
Well, keep up with us on all our social medias and we'll let you know. Last question for you is, what all did you guys do on that 64 C10 that sold for $235,000?
Everything.
What didn't we do?
It was a Porterbuilt chassis. We designed it. I think initially Tony had a blue rendering done because I think he was leaning towards blue. It wouldn't have been a bad color either. Had him go by the Porsche dealership so he could take a look at a Porsche that I had an eye on, and I said, let's go with this supercar look. Let's go with this chalk color paint that Porsche has. We'll do this Bordeaux kind of red interior. We'll do kind of a satin black, everything else on the outside, a custom bed. He had hand selected the AG wheels, and then just putting it all together, it just turned out to be super cool. So we don't always get a ton of credit for that truck.
It's on our wall.
It is on our wall.
It's on our wall.
But yes, we did build the entire truck. There you go.
Well, lots of people have been asking, so there's your answer. One of our questions on the Instagram was, how do you get a body down to the bare metal?
Well, usually when we start a project, we usually go get it media blasted. That way they strip down all the body work, all the old paint down to completely bare metal, and then what they do there is they give it back to us in an epoxy primer. That way it's all clean metal, it's all fresh when we get it, and we can start over with all our new body work on it. So that's how we usually do.
What would you say though if somebody couldn't like access a media blaster?
I mean, if you can't get an access media blaster, I mean, you can. Depends how big your panel is. I mean, you can either Scotch-Brite the paint off of it. You don't want to use 80 grade too much. You don't want to take it out and take off metal like too much material. So like a red Scotch-Brite disc, depending on how big your panel is.
Red Scotch-Brite would take off all the paint?
No, on no die grinder, on the grinder. Not the
DA
square
first.
one. You can take it down with. Man.
Sorry.
It depends how big, like I said, it depends how big your panel is.
I'm just repeating the question.
Because if you're just gonna do a small panel, sometimes you don't have to take it out to bare metal. But if you want to take it to bare metal, you can grind it down a little bit just till you hit the bare metal, and then use like a red Scotch-Brite and a roll-lock disc. That way you're not taking, you're just taking off the paint, mud work, whatever, and not scarring up the metal. Then you can have a fresh piece of metal to start with. So you can do it that way also.
Okay.
Kind of a weird question, but somebody asked it.
Yep.
It's all good?
No dumb questions.
No dumb questions.
Just dumb answers. Thank you guys for watching episode 7 of Shop Talk at FFG. I know that we weren't able to get a whole bunch of like actual work that we're doing this week because we've got so much going on. We had a lot of questions. So we're gonna get back to putting more like detailed stuff. I know that you guys wanna see that. So we do recognize that. Just wanted to let you know. We've got a lot coming up. So we've got the Pro Touring shootout that we're gonna be at. If you're seeing this on Saturday, then we will be there, so come on down. We're gonna have a booth there Saturday and Sunday. Then the next weekend, after the Friday of Good Guys, we're gonna have our open house here at Fender Garage. So this is your opportunity. So we'll see you there. And then, what's after that? We've got Pigeon Forge in May.
Yeah.
We just got a lot going on. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. But yeah, we'll let you guys know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Cool.